So, let's continue with part 5? Yeah, part 5. Yeah, I should be right. And it's poem reading time again. So, again, let's start with Sayori and more dots. Hansi? Yeah, same idea. Let's first check if I'm actually recording, and I do. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, I didn't. You're really the only one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, to be fair, I suck at poems. I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. You smooth motherfucker, you. Wow. Wow. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. Safe. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? Exactly like that. Just about how stupid your life is and how miserable you are. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. Man, deep. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Huh? I don't know if I understand. You idiot. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Haha, hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? I mean, are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Hansi, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because I secretly love you. Well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Expressive mark. It's not called an expressive mark. And... well, anyway... Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you, I just wrote it with you in mind. Completely different. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Did that pencil broke? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece he dropped, but being inattentive? What's that? What? Is that even a word? Inattentive? Of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry, it's fine, you bumbling idiot. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. Arms are weak. Mom's spaghetti. I am a little clumsy today. Just today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Don't worry. I'm sure I like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle that saves the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping, finessing, finessing. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty self could use some more, my friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I wonder what that means. Also, in the bad recording, I read this poem way better. Just saying. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feeling recently. You know, like Zen. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too much about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should feel proud of yourself. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, don't you? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ironic. Don't get ahead of yourself. Please, don't. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it harder for me to be pessimistic. Next one is Natsuki. How it would be pronounced if it got a bad German dub. But I think it sounds better if it's pronounced Natsuki. Just saying. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Whew. At least it didn't get worse. Yes, that's good. Huh? Phew, what? Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. Same. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you that... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha! Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, I'm pretty sure last time in the failed recording I had a different dialogue. Or maybe I just forgot already. Both is possible. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? What makes you think that? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck at me as her type. Sayori has a type, all of a sudden? Yeah, it's called Dandere. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Thanks. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. Yeah, definitely a different dialogue. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah. I guess I'm supposed to tell you my poem. Here, Baka. Amy likes spiders. Oops. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But what if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Well, I really wonder what that means. Especially someone who has such a niche hobby, I suppose. Or anyway, it's rather whack. Spiders could be replaced with everything, to be honest. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't get it. I thought I have to explain it, but I do anyway. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Pfft, no, definitely not. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything, and definitely not about manga. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of if people find out, that make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anybody and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I definitely do. Who should I show my poem to next? It's Yui, I suppose. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Hansi. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poems? No, definitely not. How did you get that idea? Or Sayori, perhaps? I messed up the names again, did I? Well, anyway, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. I definitely have no one in mind, definitely. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yui, I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're always thinking this a little. Just because your styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, I don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Or just yawning. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see in your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. Naruhodo. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course! Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yui nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, why is the font so difficult to read? The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Totally human. No, totally not robot. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon my urge. An urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. What? Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Yeah. Don't cut yourself. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Though I heavily disagree what MC is going to say, because I think her first one was way more avant-garde, nuanced, and whatever. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Man, I really wonder what it could be. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style and real-life experiences, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them, and definitely not coping with real-life situations. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to at their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like knives. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Huh? Did Natsuko also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. Well, John Locke would disagree. She's right. I mean, does he really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you do have that much in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Maybe. Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Except maybe I could blackmail you. But I don't. Okay, well, thanks you for sharing it with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself, like I'm currently doing myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. It's not like I have another choice. There should be an interruption button in most visual novels. Anyway, just Monica left. Hi again, Hansi. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alrighty. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other ones that you wrote. You two are really... Again, in the fact recording, I initially read it as Dynamite Duo. And I thought it was like hilarious if there existed a duo that was called Dynamite Duo. Or Dynamic, Dynamite Duo. And, well, I did it again because I can't read. You two are like the dynamic duo. Huh, that's kind of exaggerating a bit, don't you, Monica? Yeah, probably, but you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Well, that's because I know you two since 2 days, and I'm not comfortable with strangers. Because I'm socially inept and don't know how to talk. Beep boop. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Haha, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. Well, if I had the option to, I maybe even would consider that. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? You literally are. Oh no, it's nothing like that, it's literally like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Like the way this one turned... I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me! Why did I do that? The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, calls and tangent, like playing a sarkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a crusty crust. On a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I always wondered if you could execute her character file, but then again, it just shows... No, Yui's character file showed a weird image. But what did Monica's file do? I don't remember, and I don't care. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I don't think you know what the word abstract means. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like programming, to be honest. It's almost like magic, but programming is pretty much magic, so the way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. I didn't. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Well, okay. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. That's deep. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your progress. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen, like corrupting all your save files. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And with that, I may end this part because I didn't take notice of how long I've been recording, but I know that last time I recorded it was enough for 3 parts, so maybe this is a good point to stop. So see you all next time, unless you don't watch I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Bye!